him was so simple, and now there's just after.
How familiar were you guys with the source material? And sort of like when you heard about the project, like what made you want to do it?
I had no idea that this series existed, and I don't think you did either.
Nope.
And I think we were both just living under a rock.
We're gonna get that like cut together in a compilation because we say that.
Because we say that all the time, yeah. And what made me want to do it? Well, I mean, there were just a lot of little things. It was like, with stories like this, I feel like there's a tendency for the girl to be portrayed as a caricature if she's smart and she's this and she's a good girl. And I just read the script and I was like, I really wanted to be the one to play her because I wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case. And just little things. Like, I like that she's a lead in a film and she's flawed and she's not faithful to her boyfriend, but she's not demonized for it. There were a lot of things that drew me to it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think it's just the complexity of the character and the time in which I had to slowly reveal that to the audience, and he's just very intriguing, and the way he develops throughout the course of the script is it's just really attractive for an actor to be able to, like I say, portray such complexity over such a kind of staggered time frame.
Yeah, I mean, what would you say to people that are sort of like, Hardin's a dickhead? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why would she like him?
Because,
do you know what I mean?
I know people who are doing great in life and they're not, you know, they're worse than he is. Or like, I feel like he's... What's interesting about it is trying to, feeling whether you're on his side or not, and start to learn more about his past and why he is the way he is, and you wonder if he's going to change. And I think that's what's interesting about it. The best battle is not between two people on screen. I think it's like the battle between one and oneself. That I think is very strong within him.
That's deep. And then what about you? Like, why would Tessa like him? You know, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, in the film and in the books, it's just because they have this really strong intellectual and physical and emotional connection. Mm-hmm. They both love literature, and there's just something, I think, that draws them to one another that they can't explain, and that's why it's so frustrating.
Did you feel any pressure to sort of, you know, obviously there are a ton of fans of the books, tons of fans. Did you feel any pressure, like, we got to do justice to them, or was it just not in your mind, like, let's make the best movie we can?
I felt expectation. I think whenever you do something and the character is really beloved because it's based on a book, or there's a huge fan base, or it's like a really famous character or something, there's always going to be an expectation with how you play them. And I think it's just important as an actor to not feel pressured by that, or to not feel pressured to make certain choices, because you have to make the character your own. And I think that if you're not, you know, if you're worried about what everyone's going to think when you're doing a role, then you're not going to be secure in what you're doing, and you're not going to be confident in what you're doing, and it's going to be an inconsistent performance. So I felt expectation, but I tried not to feel pressure.